Okay, my name is Dave Wigfield. I'm a partner in this firm. I practice primarily in the areas of real estate, estate planning, and estate administration. Well, basically, I'm responsible for supervising all real estate transactions in the firm, whether it's a residential house purchase or a commercial loan closing secured by real estate. I'm the person who supervises all of those transactions. I grew up about 2 miles from here in Wayne, New Jersey. Graduated from Wayne Hills High School. I went to Syracuse University after high school, and then I went to John Marshall College of Law at the Cleveland State University for law school. It was extremely difficult the first year that I was in law school. The law school that I went to had a very large dropout rate in the first year, and by the time we graduated, only 40% of the people who had started law school with me actually graduated. So the first year was particularly intense because there was a lot of pressure to weed out the people who really didn't want to be there. I really wasn't sure that I wanted to be a lawyer until I went to law school. I really was sort of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself when I was in my early 20s, and going to law school seemed like something I might want to try. But when I got to law school, I realized that was really the thing that I wanted to do the most. I enjoyed it that much. I've been in the field since 1977. Next month will be 43 years. I was with a large firm for more than 20 years and became a little disillusioned with that firm, and I went out on my own for a couple of years. And after a couple of years of being a solo practitioner, I decided I really didn't enjoy that. So I was looking around for another firm to join. I happened to know Ron Mealey, who is one of our partners in the firm, and I had kept in touch with him from prior relationships. We had done some things together over the years, and one thing led to another after I started talking to Ron, and that's how I ended up here. It's very hard to put into words. I really feel like after practicing for this long, I think I've seen everything that can happen in the area that I work. That's really the biggest thing that I've gained. It gives me a lot of confidence in what I do because there aren't problems that I'm seeing anymore that I've never seen before. You know, everything comes up. Well, I've run into that at one point or another in my career. I have 2 daughters, one who's married and another one who's engaged. My oldest daughter, who's married, has a 2-year-old daughter who is the apple of my eye. I spend as much time as I can with her. Unfortunately, she lives in California, so I'm traveling west quite a bit, but she is, being a grandparent is the greatest thing in the world. I FaceTime with her every night, and she actually she's used to the fact that, her grandfather is on the screen all the time. And then my daughter's expecting a second child next month, so we're looking forward to that as well. I think my upbringing had a lot to do with my values. I mean, I came from a very religious family, and I was, from a very young age, beat over the head, with the idea of there is a right and there is a wrong, and you have to do what's right. I would say the biggest personal strength is organization. Most of these transactions involve thousands of little pieces, and it takes a lot of discipline and organizational skills to make sure that all of the pieces fit together and you get to the finish line, you close the transaction. The biggest core value, I think, is transparency. You have to be transparent with your clients and with your adversaries. I don't think anyone gains anything by someone not being transparent, because in the end, we all have to deal with the same facts. We all have to know what those facts are. And if you're not transparent with people, sooner or later it comes back to bite you. So I think if you're straightforward, you're honest with people, you're transparent about what you're doing, I think that's the most important thing in terms of my practice. I used to say that I felt like my friends were my clients and my clients were my friends. And I think that's not original with me. I heard that from another attorney who I really look up to, and it's really the way I try to approach things. I think we have a friendly relationship with I have a friendly relationship with my clients, and I think they feel the same way. Despite practicing for 43 years, I still enjoy it. It's still fun. Not many people can say that, by the way, about their jobs.